Oh, damn, that's the one. Hi, my name is Michael Sistrunk. I'm currently a Texas Tech communications major. For one of my projects, I decided to do media multitasking and the effect it has on your brain. Knowing this, I feel like technology and social media is beginning to be more prevalent in this day and age. So I feel like it'd be nice to be more aware if it takes a toll or not on your brain. Media multitasking is the act of using two medias at once. So, like, if I was texting my friend and watching TV, or if I was playing a game and listening to a new album, those are versions of media multitasking. So when I was doing my research, I saw a lot of people citing Anthony Wagner in his research. For those of you who don't know who Anthony Wagner is a cognitive neuroscientist at Stanford University, and he works real closely with media multitasking and the effect it has on memory and attention. Some of his studies show that, in fact, and he says this in some of his lectures, that in fact we don't, our brains are not wired to multitask. Uh, we actually do a thing called task switching. So what task switching is we rapidly go from task to task really fast, and we switch. And we do it at such a quick pace that we feel like we're doing it simultaneously, but we're just not. And we're beginning to do this more and more often as time goes on. And uh, he says this in one of his lectures, and he adds up. He when he does the study, he adds up the time of the act of actually switching of the task, and you can see when they don't have their phones or they're not having anything of social media or any kind of media in front of them, uh, that when they don't have anything, they're at a 40% increase, and when they do have social media in front of them and they can multitask, they're at actually a 40% decrease. And that was pretty eye opening. So when I saw that, I began to do some more research, and I actually saw another study done by Jeffrey Nusslehoff, and he's a professor at University of Sussex. He actually he makes his students one day put away all their phones, all their laptops, and he gives a lecture. And at the end of the lecture, he gives them a pop quiz. And the next day, he lets them have all their laptops, their phones. He can let them do whatever they want, and he gives a lecture, and then he gives them a pop quiz at the end of it. The difference between the two was a letter grade difference, and I guarantee you, I don't even have to tell you which one was better. I think we know where this is going, but for the sake of it, I'll tell you. The one with the no social media, no computers, was a letter grade higher and did 10 to 17% better than the one where the pop quiz where they were allowed to have phones. So that was also pretty eye opening. And so I'm addressing you, Anthony, because I really do like your data. You can't and your research. You can't disagree with it. It's all around pretty good, and it's eye opening. And I really appreciate the work you've done. So thank you. Uh, but I do have a problem, and I do kind of disagree with a way we're taking and way we're kind of giving awareness to people about this. And the reason I have behind that is because you say in a lot of your lectures that we just don't have enough research and data to see if it permanently affects the brain or not. And although that is true, not disagreeing there. But either way, knowing that um, when we are media multitasking, it is a 40% decrease of work efficiency, regardless whether that's permanent or not. I think that's a problem either way. And you say in one of your lectures that society is going into such a path of where we're expected to media multitask, and we're supposed to get these things done, and we're supposed to reply to a friend while you're working, or probably your wife or your loved one, whoever, while you're working, otherwise they get upset. So this is regardless whether it affects your brain or not permanently, I still think we need to take action, and we need to make this actually more aware. Um, so, like I said, I really don't agree. I really don't disagree with any of your work, and actually I thank you for that. But I just wish we can take a little more control and we can show people a little more and be a little more aware of it. And actually, I have some suggestions. So I think now where we all know that, some of these high schools and middle schools and elementary schools, in fact, or even elementary schools, are getting laptops to work on in school. Uh, I think that although that's a step in the right direction, I think we also need to show them how to use them. We're just kind of giving them and just saying it's kind of like trial and error. A way we can do that is implementing a media literacy core class. Media literacy is just kind of showing you how to use the social media and how to just use the internet really in a more effective manner. So I think that would be very important. Another thing is I think we should implement a challenge. Um, and it's kind of contradicting because you do have to post it on social media, but the result, all in all, should be better regardless. And the challenge should be the hour a day challenge where you put away your phones, you put away all your distractions, just put it on silent or shut it off, however you like, and pick a time where it's comfortable for you. Um, and during that hour, you just work, or you just, self progress and just see how well you do. Or you don't even have to work or do anything like that. Maybe it's just talking to a friend or talking to a loved one. And I guarantee you, within 2 weeks, you'll start to see a steady progression, and overall, your work life and your relationship life will be better because of the amount of attention you're giving to it instead of being on your phone and giving other things attention while you're doing something. Um, yeah, I really do think that we should implement that challenge. Anyway, guys, thank you for listening to me, and I appreciate your work, Anthony, and hopefully this gets to you. Uh, anyway, have a great night. Thank you, guys.